Oh, damn it.
What?
We were muted this entire time.
What? Oh, man! That is incredibly unfortunate.
There was something in the way of my screen, so I didn't see the audio.
Oh. Man.
And also just with us trying to rush to get on. So I do want to make it clear, just like, I have a lot to set up. And it would be very nice if we gave 30 minutes just to set up, because, so for reference, I have to set up the stream titles for both. I have to like set up stream titles, set up the events for YouTube. I have to make sure that everything is lined up perfectly. Sometimes if I set something up on Twitch and it's not lined up with Restream, like it'll overwrite or something like. So I have to make sure that all of the parts are working. I have to start the collab. I have to do the audio. I have to manage the audio. Like, there's a lot. And
Sorry.
yeah, and it's just like things like that happen. This is not the first time where we just didn't have audio. There was like a raid night where we missed out on like all the audio before break.
Yeah.
So like it's really important. Like the closer to stream start that we start prepping, the more likely that I'm gonna miss something, because there's just so much to do.
Sorry.
Like, I get that you're sorry. Please.
Oh.
Yeah. Once we're dealing with our situation, I do need us to move the mesh point to my desk, because I need to hardwire. This is getting really frequent. Like, this is at least every stream, sometimes multiple times per stream at this point.
Yeah.
And I know you're saying yes. I know you're saying yeah. But please, like, actually figure out, like, please actually make a plan to do it, not just say yeah. So, like, talk about what happened talk about why your day wasn't so good.
I think I just kind of had another reminder of just sometimes like employment just changes for people, and every time that happens and I suddenly find out about it, I get really nervous, really anxious. When I was unemployed during parts of COVID, I was really just in a really bad spot mentally. I know I probably could have pushed myself more with job searching, but it was just really mentally hard. And then when I did get a job, it was probably the most toxic work environment I have ever worked in so far. And I was always anxious, people always breathing down my neck. Even one little mistake seemed to just kind of be like near end of the world somehow. And then in the wintertime, when things slowed down, after I had been dealing with trying all like summer and fall to fix like ancient bookkeeping files that were about like 40% corrupted, I was let go. And I kind of went back into that kind of just depressive spiral. And at the job I'm at now, it's a really nice job. I am happy with it. I'm constantly worried about, like, if I do any sort of misstep or any tiny little thing, I'm scared it's just gonna get taken away and I'm gonna be back in that bad place.
So, you didn't really actually explain anything about what happened today.
I mean, it basically was just like someone that I had been talking with and working closely with for like at least a year at this point. They're no longer there, and I kind of didn't really know about it until I kind of started noticing just like I don't see their car in the parking lot anymore. I don't see their what is it? Their like username in the audit log anymore for certain things. It was just like, where'd they go? Kind of freaked me out.
Why does it freak you out?
Just that someone that I honestly thought, like, you know, they had been doing a good job with what they were doing, suddenly not there.
I mean,
I know they could have easily just, you know, left. But the last time someone no longer worked here, like in recent times, what is it? I'm fairly certain they were fired because they weren't doing a certain, like, amount of good work like we needed them to be able to do. But I also didn't know about it for like over a week until I was answering a phone call and someone asked, do they still work here? And I kind of said like, oh, yeah, they work in this department. And from over my shoulder, I hear my supervisor saying like, no, he does not work in here anymore. And I was like, what?
I mean,
So it was really kind of embarrassing to be told, like, in the mid-conversation on a phone call with a potential client that is just like, oh, the person you were looking for to do work with is not here anymore. I didn't like being put in that situation of looking like an absolute idiot who didn't know what was going on. But also just,
I mean, that's not necessarily, like, I think that's, like, really, like, the social anxiety speaking. Like, I think, like, that is a perfectly, like, so, how would I say? It's good that you're not hearing too much about when people leave. Like, maybe at best, the company can say, like, hey, blank is no longer working with us, just so people have a heads up. But it also is just like, if the turnover is a lot, it becomes, like, worrying to people. But, like, you definitely don't want people to know when people are getting fired. And you definitely don't want people to know when, people aren't getting fired. Because if if you do one or the other, then everyone can tell, oh, this type of person was fired, this type of person wasn't. And then that makes it less good. So,
and I do get that, but like in the case of like the one from today, it was just like, that was a person that I had to communicate with for my job. And I kind of would have appreciated knowing that, oh, I need to contact this person now to figure out what's going on with this certain thing.
That's probably something you should bring up to your supervisor then, of just like, hey, there's been like a couple situations where people have left and I'm not updated that like I have a new contact. Could we just get like you don't have to say like, oh, blank was fired or blank found a better job. We're just like, could you just say like, hey, this person left.
Or
here's
even
the new
just
contact.
like, what is it? Even if it was just like, hey, in regards to this certain task or thing, please defer to this person now.
Yeah, it would. The thing is, you'd want it to be a single email. You wouldn't want to like, because if you try to specialize it to each person, then you have to figure out exactly what each person did. And a lot of companies just don't have that level of oversight. Like, a lot of work ends up being just like handshake agreements instead of like following exactly the letter of the law contracts. So like, it's literally you probably just like, hey, this person left, new contact here, and then that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, like the last update I had gotten like before the holidays was just that essentially the warehouse manager, it sounded like he got a promotion into working into like the general operations and dispatch. And it's like, oh, cool, good for you. And I had seen that he was training with one other person that has always been there, and the person that no longer is there. But basically just like since holidays, I had not seen that person anymore. So like it was just kind of like an abrupt like, I didn't realize your promotion essentially was replacing that position.
Can you show me your voice meter?
Why am I still quiet?
You just straight up... No, just show me it.
Hold on, I got screenshots sent over to you.
I definitely think there's something... That's why.
What?
You have 2 on everything.
Of reverb?
Yeah. So
what should I change?
10, all the things on the right should be 10 always.
Okay.
or at least the ones that are supposed to have it, they should be 10 always. So remember that it's multiplicative. So like out of 100%, 2 times 10 is 20%. And what you have been setting it up for is 4 out of 100.
Oh.
That explains why. So that is probably a huge part, because we leveled the audio with that in mind. Like we planned the audio like that because we knew that reverb was going to be very, like, it was going to up the volume. But like this entire time, like I'm just like I swear that it's not doing anything.
Oh. Do I sound better now?
Send another screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah. From now on, don't change the right circles. When I say those things, yeah. When I say those things, only change the left.
Okay. Then let me save that setting then.
No, you're not done. Turn it to 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I think that's so much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will save that as my default then.
Cause yeah, that's a huge difference. Like, and I will also just straight up say, like, it makes my audio sound really bad because it's just like, wait, why is one person super echoey and the other person isn't? So it makes the echoey person sound really wrong.
Okay. Okay. Apologies, my little dove. It has been saved. I will not touch that.
Yeah, the only thing is all the circles on the right should be 10 or 0. 10 if you want people to hear it, 0 if you don't. If you have anything that isn't that, the problem is you no longer can monitor that. If something's at like 5, you don't know what that sounds like.
Okay.
So everything really should just be on or off. That explains so much.
That little Yemenite watching the broom go sweep, sweep. It goes sweep, sweep.
Okay. So let's get to work.
All right. I'm sorry, I just wanted to quick see what they, did. Look at them meditating.
Okay, all this is done.
They're so cute.
Okay, okay. Well, set them up. Set them up so that you're ready.
Yep, they're set up. They're so cute. Fucking look at them.
Okay,
oh my fucking god. That's so damn cute.
do the thing I need to get done. Let's see. What was I going to script? Let's see. Well, I'm just trying to type. I'm trying to script, and also not just be in complete silence.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing that happened for me today at work, today was a staff meeting, and
yeah. I hadn't gotten to ask you about your day yet. I'm sorry.
and during the staff meeting, oh, I do. Okay, that's something I want to script about.
Oh boy.
So, one of the things that happened at the staff meeting that's like really, a little bit like frustrating, but like I get it. Man, I feel, I feel so, elitist to say like, I understand it, and if people just were as smart as me, this would not be that much of a problem.
I think a lot of things would not be much of a problem if they were smart as you, but also people like me exist, while not dumb as hell, still not nearly as smart as you.
So, today during our staff meeting, there was this huge thing of like, basically, our principal talked about how according to state metrics, we're doing so poorly that we're getting extra funding. And he talked about like, so here's what the state said. Here's like the metrics to like, here's the proof that you're doing poorly. And he's just like, he's just trying to share the data so the state so people understand like, this is what the state says about us. And he wasn't even like being judgmental about it. He was just sharing it. And people are getting really mad at him. And just like, and it's just like, this is literally a point where he's like shooting the messenger.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, this is literally just shoot the messenger right now. What the hell?
And also just like, I don't think people understand, just like, so a big problem was just like he showed all the data, and the data showed like we're really bad. And I mean, like, yes, this school is doing really badly. Like,
Yeah, no, it's pretty shit.
like when half the students don't graduate in 4 years, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
You also were already at least once at risk of getting, like, school, like, government taken over. So, like, this shouldn't be a surprise.
yeah, so I mean, so I will say that was something that like wasn't a thing that was like how would I say? No one knows about that except for a small number of teachers, including me.
Oh.
That wasn't something that was like publicized. That wasn't even, I don't even know if that was something that like the district was told. It was just, I was doing a professional development series and led by someone who worked on the state board of education. And she was just basically like, you all need to like be very careful going forward because like we're looking at this district.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah. So that, but like, and people were like, just like complaining about like, oh, the data's not valid. The data's this, the data's that.
What do you mean it's not valid?
I mean, there's a lot of justification to complain about data being valid or invalid. So when you're looking at data, and it's an important thing to think about is, does the data accurately measure what it says to measure? There is no metric to say, okay, we have this amount of X, that means that the data is valid. There's no like measurable metric to say whether or not the data is valid or not. Data, so it's a futile conversation, and it's something that I want to bring up of just like, because I am an expert in data-wise, I think like it's something that I feel like I should bring up in our data conversations. It's just like, it's constant that like people are like, well, the data's not valid. Like, is it valid? Like this, that, and it's just like, everyone just shut up. Like, I get it. You don't like people don't like being told that they're bad at teaching because students are not showing up to class. That's not a, in some ways that's a teacher problem, but in a lot of ways that's a school district community problem. I would say in our case, it's probably a school problem and a district problem and a little bit of a community problem. But like, so like, the one thing they say is like, well, if your class is engaging, then students will be in class. It's like, you want us to fight against social media algorithms? Teachers will always lose.
Yeah.
But teachers won't always lose if there's a consequence to them being outside of class when they're not supposed to. So now it's just, they have either A, stay in class, and it might be boring for them, but if they go out of class, they might have a little bit more fun, but
That's
increased
so
chances
screwed.
of punishment. Yeah, like that. You have to balance this. So like, I get why teachers are like upset about like when the data says like, see, this is bad, but like, I get it. That's not how you use data. So the number one thing, and for anyone watching, if you ever have any metrics or data, or if you're like a spreadsheet person, an important thing is data means nothing unless you're comparing it to something. Data means nothing unless you have context. So when you're talking about is data valid, it needs contextual evidence. And in the context, and what that means is that if you want data context, you have to figure out, is the context valid? You have to figure out how is the data procured? What is it measured? Like what all these things that you're connecting to the data. You have to like really get a good understanding. Which is why I just straight up tell people, don't care about a single data point. A single data point means nothing because you have to put a bajillion disclaimers of what the context means. Oh, yes, 20%. But we have X% of special ed students, which is more than the other districts. But we have X% of ESL students, which might be more or less than the other districts. But we have a percent of students in poverty, which is more like you have all of these different things. And if you have just a single data point, it doesn't mean anything unless you also include the context for everything. Which is why what I like to say is use content agnostic data comparisons. And that is the thing that I think is like the number one key to understanding data is context agnostic data comparisons is so helpful. And what that means is just like compare data in a way that it doesn't matter all of those disclaimers. So the main way I say is like compare data from one year to the next year. That's all that matters. I don't care if a teacher if I have a teacher that has a 20% one year and teacher B has a 90% the next so I have teacher A with 20%, like 20% of students passing, and teacher B with 90% of students passing the state test. Like those are both very different responses. But if teacher A goes to 40% next year and teacher B goes to 80%, that now tells me something. And that's the thing that like I think people really need to understand. Like, so people were saying, like complaining, and like even one of my colleagues who's like a close friend of mine is just like so the state is like saying this is like, don't worry about it. Like, yes, the state says we have bad numbers. Does it actually impact us as teachers? No, this is like a thing for a principal to worry about. Us as teachers, all it means is that like we get more funding for professional development. That's really what it means for us. Like I wouldn't worry too much. And like, because also, the state could say we're at 20%. The state could say we're at 90%. Either way, if we grow, that's good. If we decline, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like if we were at 20% like graduation rate and we went to 30%, state would be like, good, you're on the right track. If we're at 90% and we went to 80%, the state would be like, hold up.
It's like, the fuck you doing?
Like it doesn't matter what happens on a single data point. Everything just needs to be compared. And that's why like I also like the year over year comparisons, because all these arguments of like, is the data valid? It's just as valid as it was last year. If our points grew because the data is more valid, then that's a win for the school. Because that means that the school did something to make the data more valid. I think that that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But if they say like, well, the data is not valid, it's like, well, we made it valid. Like, the data is still not valid. It's like, well, of the data there's enough consistent that we can attribute to the growth to be some level of validity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, we spent probably, like, he was trying to just go over it, and I could tell he was just like, I just want to go over this quickly. And it's just like,
I feel like the entire time he was just like, you guys are arguing over something that, like, just shush, take the information, and we just need to go from here, okay?
Yeah, and because also just like they're complaining about it, and I'm just sitting here, it's like, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, we're just complaining about stuff without having any like.
Like, he can't do anything about it without time.
I
get the feeling some of them are just, like, personally insulted by, all of this.
I mean, data is always so. That's the reason I like being the data person. Data is always used, like, in pretty much every company. Like, the intuitive way to use data is just, here's something wrong, so we fix it.
Yep.
But the problem is, usually that means that data is connected with some level of accountability. So, like, some level of, like, our data metrics show that you have not been doing well, you're getting fired. Like, that is, and it causes a lot of people to be, like, in panic. Because, like, they associate data with, like, you're in trouble. Like, they associate data with, like, hey, this is a measurement of your performance, which it is, but, like, a single data point doesn't mean anything. Now, the big difference, so, like, if they just looked at my, passing rate on the state science test, they'd probably be like, yeah, Maya's probably one of the worst teachers we have.
Damn.
Except, I teach all of the English language learners. All of them.
You sure do.
And so I teach all of them. And the test is not in their native language.
Yep. It sure ain't.
The test is always in English. So it's just like this is so
context is important.
Yeah. So what you do is don't care about, like, so one way you can look at context is change one variable. Okay, let's look at Vi compared to this other person's class. Okay, but if the context is super different, then that's gonna lead to a very different thing. So, like, one of the things you do is you can compare person to person to person. And I would say that that's, like, the intuitive way that many bosses use, is they compare A to B to C to D. They compare all the people in a department that work under the same job, and then use those metrics to look at, and then they see what's different. They see who's the best, who's the worst, and then. But what a boss really should be doing is, like, okay, I have my first data point for each of them. Let's now look at how they're doing next year. And if some of them are going up, good. If some of them are going down, now we have a conversation. And that's also why, like, quarterly reviews are pretty helpful. Because, like, year over year is a long time to, like, really measure. But year over year is a much better measurement, because things change every quarter. But, like, yeah, just people bad at data.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I want to talk about, is just, like, understand data. People need to understand data better.
They probably won't.
But that's what I'm scripting. Understand data.
It's like, if you had just listened to Vi, you would have been fine.
Seriously. I'm always right. I'm never wrong about anything.
God, they're so freaking cute.
Okay, and then
Hello, Ben. Neck.
okay. Let's see. I've done that. Oh, we have a like on our clear video.
Sick.
Clear video's not doing very well.
I mean, we're not a Final Fantasy like top streamer or whatever, but it's still nice to have it there.
I mean,
Because we did that.
I will also say it's just like it is still party shenanigans, static shenanigans, and
It's funny.
And it's a format that's, I don't know if anyone else does it, but I feel like the answer is no.
Oh, dual screen? No.
Yeah.
No, no one does this.
So let's see, what else am I doing?
What are you doing?
Really just scripting. Coming up with ideas of what to do for a short.
Okay.
Okay, what else? What else can we talk about? What are some stories we have?
You want to talk about how we first met?
No.
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 Any reason?
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on. We even have like a little picture related to it.
No.
Oh, come on. Why don't you want the picture of the cat?
No. Can't even find. Can't even find the picture.
Oh, I definitely have that fucker saved. Don't worry.
No.
Yeah. Actually, I made sure to preserve that thing by keeping it in a notebook.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. 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 The answer is yes.
Well, I say the answer is no. And if you don't agree, then say something within the next 3 seconds or forever hold your peace. Two, three.
Excuse you? You bitch, you muted me, didn't you? Whore doesn't want to admit the first interaction we ever had was bondage.
I'm muting you again.
Bitch!
You can sit in your corner. What'd you say?
You're a hoe.
You're using very unprofessional words.
No one ever said I had to be professional here. I can do it when I'm on the clock. That is no problem. But no, in the case of just like, if it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. And that duck is you being a whore.
You're still very unprofessionally speaking. We need to talk to you.
Why don't you love me?
You literally just farted at me. Repeatedly.
Ah, shush. Cute! What are those doot-doots? Look at those doot-doots. Oh, those are closed doot-doots. Come here, you. Look at the doot-doots. Hey, show me your goddamn doot-doots. Oh. That's adorable. This is just Zorua. Huh. Oh, that's fucking cute. But my boba fish, I love them.
That's an idea.
Oh my god, that's adorable. That is so freaking cute. Do you see them, Vi?
I do.
That's so freaking cute. Ah. Ooh. Dove level up.
Yep.
Precious little dove.
Okay. That seems pretty good. Let's see. So I gotta do that. Let me see. Does this work? Um. Aha. Close enough. Oh.
Oh. My shoe. Come back.
Oh wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What'd you do, Ducky? What are you accomplishing?
And then let's find more pictures to make a thumbnail. Thumbnail. Why is it not a pinky nail? Why is it a thumbnail?
I don't know. Talk to the animator bitches, I don't know.
You're very unprofessional with your language.
I am... probably to my own detriment. What? Are you having fun? I get the feeling you have made something very silly.
Mario music? Do do do.
Wait, is that where that was? Hold up, I need to move something. What are you up to, little duck?
What?
What? I was like I was looking at something, and I got a recommendation for just like Eorzea collection. Just someone had a deep blue cosplay, and it's like, oh, that they actually did a really good job on that.
What?
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Oh Jesus!
What?
I just saw what you made. Holy shit!
What?
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it. I love it very much.
Hey, assets.
assets.
Actually, I don't even need to put titles for like, I could put titles for streams, but that puts a lot of effort versus just picture. Plus having I don't know. Probably should put some titles, but they take some time.
Yeah.
Gonna. Okay, let's see. Have you been working on the things that I've been telling you to?
What is it? I've been working on shading on Dancing Through Life.
I thought you specifically asked me to tell you what to work on.
Is that not one of the outstanding thingies?
I sent you a message of the things to work on. Also, they can't hear you.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Like, you specifically...
I know, my brain is fucky.
You specifically asked me to come up with a to-do list for you.
I know.
So there's this this YouTuber and probably TikToker who talks about mental load that many wives carry of just like wow.
Yeah, no, like, the second you were like, I made you to do this, I think I know the exact video you're talking about, too.
Yeah, just like, but for everyone out there, it's just like, yeah, there's a YouTuber slash TikToker who talks about like, how would I say? Just, words are hard.
Words are hard, but like, when I asked you to help me with making a list, like, I knew that just like, I know this is not gonna help you like with mental load, but I needed help to just get my brain going again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But like, what is it? Yeah, for anyone who's watching, like this isn't just like a conversation for you. This is a conversation for everyone who's watching. Just like, so there's a YouTuber and TikToker who talks about a lot about just like what is the mental load that that lots of like wives deal with, and it's just like, and it's like a common tactic for like the husbands of those relationships to just be like, well, just tell me what to do, just tell me what to do. And actually, and like, it's just like, I want to help, but like, she won't tell me what to do. And it's just like, are you a partner or are you a sidekick?
Yeah, basically it's the difference of just like, are you actively like paying attention to what's around you and what needs to get done? Or are you kind of just sit there until someone yells at you to do something? And by asking someone to make a list of stuff that they need done for you, it means you're not picking up with those things. They have to spend time thinking of what needs to get done, how is it going to get done, and just like, what can I even believe this person can do? And it doesn't take mental load off of them because then they have to think about, you know, everything that needs to get done and then put it down onto this list. And having to scroll through that many things mentally is not great.
Yeah, so it's just like, a lot of, if you're going to be in a relationship, understand that you are a partner in the relationship and that sacrifices have to be made, but both sides should be making sacrifices. If one side is not making a level of sacrifice, then it just becomes one person trying to grow and one person getting dragged along.
Oh.
So in the case of like housework, like be an act like, and by making those sacrifices, that's really about being active. Like being a passive partner in your own relationship is like,
why the fuck are you even there?
yeah, it's like all you want to do is be a beneficiary. Then if you're going to be a passive partner, that means that you are going to reap the benefits. Because usually, like, what a passive partner does is, like, they get the benefits proactively. Like, they'll do the things that they want to do, and they'll, like, get the things that they want proactively. It's usually just, they're only reactive on the things that are just like, I don't want to do this, but if someone tells me to, I will. Then it's like,
it kind of looks like you're not even paying attention.
yeah. One, it's you're not paying attention, and two, it's just like you don't care. You're not a partner. You're a beneficiary. Like, so yeah. Kind of on Lunchables now.
What?
Where
did you get Lunchables from?
I was going on Reddit so I could post a little bit more, be a little bit more involved, and the top post is r/stupid food, and it's just.
I mean, it sure technically is food.
And it's just talking about, the top post was talking about how they are upset that Lunchables replaced the Oreos that came with the Lunchables with Lunchables brand sandwich cookie.
Oh. Ew.
Like, I know Lunchables are like shit.
I know, but it's just like, that sounds like Nabisco doesn't even believe in you anymore.
But like, it's also just like, so I know that lunch, like, I know I can just get like turkey and good cheese and good crackers. Man, I want a charcuterie board.
You are going off on such a tangent right now, holy hell.
So yeah, that's just like, I want a charcuterie board. I wonder if I can order one.
Probably not.
Um, hmm. What do I wanna... Okay, I can download both. I can do some DaVinci. What if I just didn't go to school ever?
What?
What if I just don't go to school ever? Also, if you're gonna stare at the wall, you probably need to move more closer to the center.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess I should just move the window over here.
What?
I don't know. Rain is goo.
Are you still working?
Yeah, but also just brain is still goo. Like going through the scripting page and I can't see where you did stuff. Am I crazy? I like that one of them is just labeled getting. Clearly didn't finish writing that. I'm just insane.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just generally.
Well, then stop.
I don't get a choice in that matter.
Oh, you're already that color.
What am I?
It's already that color.
I'm already Genji.
I really want some lunch right now. I like charcuterie boards.
I know, you like Build a Dish. I know that's what you like. That's your favorite meal. It's like trying new things. It's trying new things. It's trying new limited time experiences, and also Build a Dish. You frickin' love Build a Dish. Which is probably why Asian food is just good for you naturally, because it's just so many different sides that you put together and make food.
Those are just cat videos.
Hmm?
That's just a cat video.
Mental happy.
What do you mean?
New cat.
But why?
Still just feels so.
So
Like, I have my list. It's in front of me. Ugh.
So part of the important thing is just find something and tick it off. There's a lot of momentum that happens. If you like, so for motivation-based people, momentum is a huge inertia, and momentum is huge. If you are not getting anything done, then you become demotivated.
Yeah.
So, first thing you need to do is just get something done. It's honestly like that is one of the reasons why the first chore you're supposed to do every day is make the bed. Like it's like a thing that's like, is it actually that important to make the bed? No, it's like it doesn't actually mean anything. But it's a simple chore that takes 5 minutes.
Not even.
And what it does is it sets you up for the day, because you've done something that it's just like you accomplished something. So if you're a motivation based person, and actually I guess that's motivation, productivity from motivation versus from I don't know what the other word for that is. Okay, so I'm trying to search up what the term for that is. Just discipline. That is it. Motivation versus discipline. That's a good one. We should definitely do a short on motivation versus discipline based productivity. Honestly, we could probably do like a series of shorts on that.
Probably, yeah.
Gonna set up a series of shorts. I think that is some like that is so for reference, a huge part about what the difference between Skippy and I are is Skippy is he's only productive when he's motivated to be. I am very much a discipline-based, productive person. I don't think it's a good to be focused on motivation, like when you have just stuff to get done. And it's a huge sort of like difference between our personalities. Okay, and I only have one more in the base game. I need cooking sounds during lunchtime.
What's that? That's adorable.
And then once I get this, I'll have all the spirits.
Huh. Oh, did you get all the kitchen ones?
The base spirits.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't get some of the kitchen or chain ones unless you have the base version of it.
True. I did notice that with some of the train ones. It looks like train I have 3 left and they all require someone. I haven't got any kitchen ones. And I have 3 left of base.
I think what? Lunchables.
God.
What?
Just, it sounds kind of silly, but it's like, yeah, no, I get it. It's basically just a cheap, shitty version of like your favorite way to eat meals, which is build a dish.
What?
What?
There's... That seems really stupid.
What does?
Lunchables has this new thing. I don't know how new this is, but it's the first time I'm seeing it. Of Lunchables PB&J. Where it's a Lunchables brand Uncrustables.
So it's already made.
But it's only peanut butter on the inside.
Where's the jelly?
It comes with a dipping packet.
It's not PB&J.
Yes, it is. It is all of the components of PB&J.
It is the components, but it is not assembled in the way that a PB&J is supposed to be.
So you take the peanut butter sandwich and you dip it in the jelly.
I understand that, but like, the peanut butter Uncrustable is already sealed. The jelly cannot mix with the peanut butter truly until after you bite into it. I don't even like PB&J, and I understand what functionally is a PB&J sandwich. Ah.
Hey, I can order deli meat. Also, I saw
Why
this.
are you fucking ordering deli meat?
So I saw this hack that
Uh-huh.
I was like, I guess it's not like a hack, but it's not something that I thought of. So Skippy knows that I like to have lots of variety. I don't like eating the same thing over and over.
Yep.
So like, well, I'll often get in the mood for like a charcuterie board, and one of the problems is, like, if I want a variety of meats, I have to buy probably way too much meat for one person to eat in a week to get a good amount of variety. Because like Skippy doesn't eat. Skippy's not going to eat any of that.
Oh fuck no!
They
I'm
go
not.
bad within like 5, 6, 7 days. I think some of them
Yeah,
even
and if
just
you
say
get
3
like
days.
cheeses and stuff, are just like, nah, you're kind of just fucked if you don't eat it within like a day or two.
Like, but I read someone said like it's not a loophole or breaking any rules, but I could just go to the actual deli counter and ask for 2 slices. I would like 2 slices of turkey. I would like 2 slices of roast beef. I would like 2 slices of ham and 2 slices of bologna.
How often would you be doing that?
So you'd have to go like every like twice a week, but like honestly, that might be a good idea of just like it might be a really good idea of just doing that just because like
And by that, you mean you want me on my way home from work to go stop at a deli counter twice a week and just say, hey, can I get this pathetically small amount of like 7 meats?
yeah.
You're gonna make me do that. You're gonna make me be the weird 2 slices of a ham person.
Yeah.
You bitch.
What?
You're gonna make me look like the weirdo. I already... Sorry. I already get weird fucking looks at restaurants when I order a salad with lettuce and croutons and nothing else. I don't need 2 slices of ham guy added to that.
You're fine. Chop our deli.
Oh, that's right. There was one time we went to like a chain steakhouse, and basically we got shamed for how we split up a meal. Essentially was Vi got a steak because she actually eats food and likes meat, and I got a salad because that was specifically what I wanted. And the fucking waiter's just like, This what is it? This was pre-transition for both of us, and he just like looked at Vi, just like, really? You're gonna have like a steak for yourself, and they're just gonna have a salad, really? And I'm just sitting there like, I wish I had had the awareness and the courage to just be like, fuck you, this is what I wanted. It's like, yeah, is it weird for me to go to a steakhouse and order salad? Maybe. But also, it's on your fucking menu. Vegetarians exist. Shut up.
This actually looks like a really good idea that I'm looking at this. There are so many, like, so when I do the, like, when I was doing the girl dinner in the past, of just like random meats, cheeses and stuff, like we'd go in and I'd get like just the plain, like roast beef, ham, turkey, like in a box.
Oh yeah, out of the refrigerated section doors of like the meat department.
But like, if you go to the deli counter, there's so many like options.
Fuck, you're also gonna make me have to pick that.
No, I can tell you.
You're gonna make a decision. You're actually gonna make a definitive decision out of many, many options.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you get 3 slices of each of these 8 meats.
Oh, that's a lot of meat.
Yeah, the decision is really easy.
Yeah, they're gonna think I'm a fucking weirdo. Ugh. Ugh. So, what are you gonna do for me for turning me into the 3 slices of the 8 different meats guy?
You want a participation trophy?
At least give me a goddamn cookie. I can actually do something with that.
Okay, then buy a cookie.
Fuck you. You give me a cookie.
Okay, hold on, let me go to the freezer.
I would like a baked one, please.
You did not specify.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is...
Friend? Friend?
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get it until Wednesday.
Yep, tomorrow's bad.
I'm so sad for this. I need... I'm so craving charcuterie board.
Looks to suck.
It's not very nice. Because also, like... So, one thing that I can do is... So one option is, if we time it right, I can get bread from school. Because sometimes the school gets donations from one of the bakeries. I think there's probably some like regional or national mass-produced bakery or something nearby. And sometimes my school gets donations from it. And getting donations from the bakery means that like I got bread that expires really quickly. But like, one, I could get all these meats and make a sandwich. Or 2, I can toast the bread and make them as crackers of this charcuterie board. And I got all these different meats and all these different cheeses. Oh, I gotta look at the fresh sliced cheese as well.
Oh, God. God, I'm gonna go even further down the rabbit hole of what the hell is wrong with this guy.
You could probably call it in early and just say, like, I want...
I mean, yeah, but I still have to go get it.
Yeah, but like...
And they're still gonna know I'm the fucking weirdo.
They just say that you really wants this. It's that easy. You, like, just blame it on me. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. You've cared about certain things before. Jesus Christ.
What?
Girl's gonna explode.
It's such a good idea.
I swore you were about to say it's such a good deal.
It's probably
I get
not.
the feeling it's not.
No, because like the stuff you get from like the package is like $5 a pound.
It's bulk.
This not even bulk, but it's like $5 a pound. Stuff you get from the deli is like it's like artisan. Like it's from like the you're not like getting Oscar Mayer from the deli.
Yeah, it's not fucking Hillshire. It's like an actual ham.
So like you're getting it from a brand that like yes, like Oscar Mayer is known for meat, but like it's
What's one that's like common, like boarhead or some shit across the country? I don't know.
But yeah.
I don't know. And then fucking deli counters have like fucking so many different potato salads.
But yeah. Ooh.
No, you're not getting like a fucking pound of potato salad.
No. What you do is you get lots of little things of potatoes.
No,
Potato
they're
and
not
salad.
going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like at least like something like potato salad. I don't think they're gonna go super small on that.
They don't actually distribute it in the deli at most grocery stores. Like you have to go to like if you're going to like
They literally scoop it out of a bowl there.
oh yeah, you're talking about that. I was like most of those are like prepackaged.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of them are, but they definitely do have specific ones behind the counter too that you can scoop out. Oh, and pasta salads and shit. Oh god, I sent this girl down a rabbit hole that's gonna make me look like a fucking weirdo.
It's so good.
Okay.
Those don't really work in a charcuterie board though, so I'll let that one slide.
What, the potato salad?
Yeah, but dips.
Yeah, no, it's goop.
Dips.
What dips?
Like on this.
Oh. And that is not a deli counter thing. That is a you buy the tub.
Pickles is good because pickles just last forever.
Yeah.
So like pickles don't have to. Pickles you can just get a big tub and they'll last for. I'm so excited. Are deli counters usually open late?
I wouldn't say super late. Because what is it? Deli counters are common for lunch things, for dinner things, but they're not going to be. They're definitely going to close earlier than the rest of the store. That's usually how specialty counters like that work.
The grocery store we normally go to, the deli counter closes at the same time as the normal store.
Really?
Yes.
What about the sandwich? Is that the same?
Yes.
No. Okay, I see. Yeah. Then again, a lot of my previous experience was, what is it? Working at a 24-hour grocery store. So those counters had to close at some point. Because there was no one who was going to be working overnight just at the counters.
But what I'm thinking, I could skip the normal dinner plan for after band, and we could go to a grocery store and stop at a deli counter and get all this stuff.
Are you sure they're not going to be closed by the time we get there?
A normal grocery store, yes, because it's quite a drive.
As in, I don't even know one that's right next to it.
There are groceries. I'm looking at it now. There are some grocery stores that will be open.
Of that kind?
No, I don't.
Or different ones?
I never said of that kind.
Yeah.
Can you stop doing that?
I can't. I'm mentally and physically just exhausted.
Can you stop being that?
I fucking wish. I wish I didn't look at a piece of paper once and have an actual, like, fucking panic attack in the middle of work. That wasn't today, but it was something that definitely happened.
Wow, that seems crazy.
What?
How would I say? One of the store chains nearby. So, like, most grocery stores sell like here's like a tray of deli meats and deli cheeses, so then you can just like have it for catering.
Oh, like ones that they made, or are you talking about like the
ones that they make is just like it's in a big black like plastic plate with a plastic like like Poop Doctor Friend's wedding reception.
Yeah, basically just a bunch of cubes of cheese and
but they do like
some meat chunks.
But they'll do like slice stuff in like for like sandwich building. One of them. You
just want to get a sandwich one, huh?
That is an option.
It is.
But one of the chains, I don't know if I'm looking at more of the chains, seeing if they do it too. One of the chains just does for $20 does all the rest of the sandwich part. So it's like, and it's a good amount. So it's like, so like we could get just like literally like a ton of different meats, and then $20 for like a huge variety of vegetables. And it comes with vegetables, mayo, and mustard. And I don't know if I want mayo on a charcuterie board, but it comes with it.
You probably don't. That sounds like a mess.
Yeah, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, olives, and peppers. Like that's a good accompaniment to a charcuterie board. And $20.
Fucking $20 is $20, man.
And serves a ton.
That is good.
I don't know if it'll last that long, but like, it's enough variety. Like, it's probably enough variety that like, I could bring it to lunch and dinner. I could have it for lunch and dinner for like probably a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably even bring it to lunch every day. And like, could I buy all of these on my own and cut them on my own? Yes.
Are you going to? No.
I mean, like, I do like cooking. I do like cooking, and I would prefer to just like be able to cook every day. But we're not currently in like a situation that like makes that convenient. So like, I wouldn't mind having dinner ready for you every day. I wouldn't mind cooking something and having dinner ready for you every day, so we wouldn't have to spend as much money. But like, yeah. So it's just like, we're not in a moment right now where it's convenient to cook. So that's the big situation. I'm just like, I like cooking. It's like,
You look good, little girl.
if things are better, if we get big enough that we can get our own place finally, I would want it to be a place where I could have cooking streams. Absolutely, this place doesn't even work for a cooking stream.
Absolutely no, it does not.
We have a galley kitchen. So
It sucks.
So for people who aren't as much cook or floor plan or architecture or like those types of things, a galley kitchen is
I love long hallway.
yeah, it's basically just it's a kitchen where you just have a single aisle and you can turn around and access countertops, or access countertops and utilities. So in the places we lived together, our very first apartment had like an L-shaped type kitchen. That first place had a lot of room, which was really nice. It was,
Oh yeah.
we had a lot of room to do stuff. Like, and when we moved far away from home, we downsized, because one thing that we realized so we've been in 3 different apartments together. We're pretty loyal to our landlords.
Yeah, we've been here for a hot sec.
Like, generally we don't switch very often. And that's fiscally a pretty good idea. Like, if you don't have any reason to switch, it's a good idea to not switch. And it's good for the tenants. 2, it's good for the landlords. Landlords hate. Landlords will take a sure whatever. Like, I'm sure we're not like amazing. Like, honestly, I don't think there's any problems we have. Like, we do make a few complaints, but for the most part, we generally don't complain much.
Yeah, and the only time we've ever really had to like kind of like quote unquote complain about something is because like, hey, something about the actual property itself got old and needs fixing. Like our water heater just decided, hey, I'm gonna die now.
Yeah, so we generally don't complain much, and and we always pay rent on time. And like what I've read online is just like, yes, maybe they could try to kick out former like current tenants to try to get some really to get some more money, but it's just like, if your tenants are fine, don't try to price gouge them. It's just so much better to not deal with, like, to just have tenants that give you zero headache and just deal with it. Like, yes, you could get more money, but the amount of hours you're going to put into it, like, the amount of hours that the landlord puts into us, like, if you consider the idea of landlord as a job, which we understand that, like, it is in some ways an occupation, in other ways it is like, are they really working as hard as others?
Yeah.
If all the tenants were like us, then no. Like they do not work 40-hour weeks. They're just if they just had tenants like us.
Yeah, if they had like all tenants like us, it would basically just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill around until, well, eventually something breaks. That is kind of on me to fix.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's good for them that we don't switch, and then it's also good for us because usually most of the price gouging happens between places.
Yeah. Basically, like, once you're entering a new property for the first time, that's when it's going to be, like, potentially the biggest jump of money.
Yeah.
Because, like, most places are not going to raise rent super through the roof because they realize that if they do that consistently, they're not going to be able to keep people very long.
And, well, a big part of that is there's a lot of legislature in a lot of states and countries that limit how much a landlord can like raise the price, and it's usually a smaller limit for like a consistent tenant. Like if they're renewing, you're only allowed to raise like this much, and there's also usually like an amount for like for when they get a new tenant. Like it's like, oh, your previous tenant paid this much, your newest tenant can only pay up to this much. But it's like, it's usually a lot more relaxed at that level. Like it's usually a bigger number, and also just like, to be honest, who's gonna enforce it? Like, how are you gonna figure out, like, how is, like, you'd have to
You have to hunt down that previous tenant.
Yeah, you'd have to hunt down the previous tenant and ask exactly how much they paid and have proof of that. So it's just
basically
like,
just good fucking luck.
yeah. So it's just like, the reality of enforcing that is probably not realistic. So like, and also, if you consider that pretty much like one of the things that is like notorious about signing on to a new location is that you're never getting your safety deposit fully back.
Yeah.
So it's essentially, you're paying for, if you change every year, you're paying for 13 months of rent for 12 months.
Yeah. Not bueno.
And like, and we've been here for like a good amount, so it's just like, really, one is like, that amount of deposit has been spread over so many years that like it's been a fairly negligible fee. Another is we've been in here long enough that a lot of the damage that like if they cite like damages, we could really just say it's like nope, normal wear and tear.
Yeah, it's just like we've been here for this many years. You can't possibly think that it was gonna stay pristine.
Yeah, and it's
100% for that long of time.
And in so many states, it is like it is a requirement that like normal wear and tear cannot be taken out of the deposit.
Yep.
So it's like, yep, normal wear and tear, not a problem.
Yeah. And also just like, it's not our fucking fault that this place doesn't have a single 90-degree angle corner in this entire building. It's weird.
But yeah, like, we have a galley kitchen now. Our last apartment also had a galley kitchen, but it was a galley kitchen with like an opening. So like...
Oh yeah, you could look over the sink and there was counter space into the living room.
Yeah, so that one, considering that like, yeah, like we really, like, I've been wanting to do content creation for like centuries. Like back when books were popular, like we could have done that. But every time I just like second guess myself and it's like I need to do this before that. Blah, 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 blah. And at the last apartment, it's just like we had already been thinking about doing stuff like this at the last apartment.
Yep.
I could have done cooking streams. That one was set up that like it honestly was set up pretty well to be like a good cooking stream.
Yeah, absolutely. We had enough room to like move a camera backwards and do whatever zooming we needed to, like just into the living room. Like we had space.
But also it was like all the cooking appliances other than the sink were in the background.
Yes.
And then a lot of counter space, so I could face the camera at the counter, do like all like the cutting and everything.
Yep.
And then like, yes, the cooking itself would be behind, or I could get like one of like, I could have done what all the
GoPro
TikTok chefs do now of just like they have like a portable hot plate, and then they just cook on the counter in front of them with the portable hot plate.
Which seems kind of silly when you have a stove right behind you.
But that they also all have stoves behind them.
That I'm talking about them specifically.
I mean, they do it because like it's like
Content.
yeah, it's like it looks nice, and it's like not a huge. It's like a portable hot plate is not a huge cost.
No, it's not.
Like, yeah, it's like $20.
Yeah.
It's
And then whatever small amount of like gas in a can you need to start one of those things. Yeah, it's not much.
no, I'm not even talking about a camping stove. I'm talking about a portable hot plate. Just plug it in.
Oh, you mean like the ones that your fucking students tried to put their hands on?
Yeah,
Dumbasses.
but yeah, it's
Fucking didn't even understand the lesson of the stove is hot.
but yeah, it's only like $20. Like, and you just plug it in, and then you're good, and it like looks nice. I would have, yeah, but we have the same sort of setup here, where on one counter is just counter space and kitchen, and on the other counter is all the appliances. The problem with it is there's no opening, so the only way to see in is from the alley of the galley. So it's a terrible kitchen to try to do any sort of content creation.
Absolutely horrendous.
Unless what we could do is open the window and you just stand outside and record me.
That sounds like the dumbest shit. I'm not doing that. That is a busy road. Hell no.
But yeah, I like to cook.
I know.
Like your parents pretty much always gave me cooking stuff for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? I got you like a fucking what's the big pressure cooker? What was the good brand?
The Instapot.
Yeah. I got you one of those fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got an Instapot. They got a food processor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to cook. Honestly, like I like to do creative endeavors. Like I really like video editing. That's nice. I'm a musician. I'm a composer. Like I've been composing music since I was like itty bitty.
Just a baby.
Yeah. I remember I like wrote like, I mean, it's not like I was like Mozart.
You used to play piano with your stuffed animals.
But like it's not like I was Mozart. But like I wrote music when I was like I think as young as 5. Like I remember at that time, like I wasn't taught like sheet music yet. Like I was taught like basics. Like I was taught like the books that I got for learning piano, they didn't teach you like how to read a staff at first. Like they first started with like the names of the notes and like quarter notes and half notes. So like it'd be a quarter note, but in the center of the head would be the letter C or the letter B or the letter A.
Fun.
And then well, I guess really it would be C, D, E, F, G. Those are the first 5 notes they taught were C, D, E, F, G. And it would show like the quarter notes and it'd go like G, F, E, D, C. If that was what the song wrote, and you'd have the 5 quarter notes. They'd each slightly be lower and lower, each one. But then you'd have the letter in the head, so you'd know exactly what to hit. And even with just knowing that, I remember using that exact notation to write my own song when I was like a little baby.
Like a baby.
Like I didn't learn how to read sheet music yet. Just learned how to read those. And I remember writing something like probably like 20 measures long total. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I like doing creative stuff. And that's like a really annoying thing about teaching. Like,
You don't have fucking time.
and also like a lot of it is just not creative. And also just like, especially since like the better the institution, the better the school or the district, the less creative teachers are. Because a lot of the creativity is in like making a lesson. So you can come up with like a really cool lesson. And that's a lot of the creativity. I have to do that a lot of times because my district is not good. And doesn't have any lessons for me to use, so I have to make my own lessons. Like, I am essentially a curriculum writer because I've had to write my curriculum every year that I've taught. I've never once been given an actual curriculum. So I've written it every year.
true.
So yeah, there's that, and it's just like, I am
So dumb.
it's also like, why I do want to, I would much rather, I think I would much rather be a VTuber than a principal. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna try, because this is a more, it happens or it doesn't, versus like a principal is like one of those things where it's just like, I
You
am
will
set.
eventually get it if you keep going.
Yeah, I am set to get it. This one is it's gonna happen or it doesn't. And I can keep trying, and it does seem like things are getting better, like slowly. But it's like, it's not like it's a guarantee ever. But I get to edit videos, which is fun. I get to write music, which is fun. I get to, like, all these stream, like, how we stream, all of that is stuff, like, that I get to come up with, like, ideas that we get to come up with. Like, I come up with these backgrounds, these overlays that we use every day. This overlay is really nice. Thinking about moving more things into this overlay.
Yeah.
It's a harder overlay to figure out how to use, but it's like not completely problematic, because like it's just two big squares essentially.
Mm-hmm.
They're not exactly squares, but like they're squares.
Yeah.
And like if we compare it to like our Final Fantasy stuff, putting this would give us like would have a much more zoomed in look. Versus what we have right now, it looks a little zoomed out. Comparing this to what we have for our Helldivers and Monster Hunters, it looks a little bit more cohesive. So it's just like, I think this is like a good blend of like, it looks like a nice cohesive overlay versus maximizing space. Because like also just like when we use the Helldivers and Monster Hunter overlay, which is literally just, it shows both of our screens and there's just a big column in the middle. The problem with that one is it makes, the only thing you can see on our screens is essentially vertical, which means that it cuts off so much more of the sides than what we have here. So like if we zoom too far in, it cuts off too much of the sides. If we zoom too far out, it's harder to tell and see what's going on. So it's like, I think this is a good blend. But to do that, also would still need more time to plan around that. But I guess you're not really doing much anything else, right? Like I
am very tired.
Like I don't think I've been seeing you getting anything really done in the past while.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess that's the end of the co-working stream.
And it is almost like top of the hour before night.
I mean, we still have more time before we have to go to bed. We still have stuff to do, so I would still like. I understand needing a break, so we can end stream, finish a break. But I think we do need some stuff to do. Okay. So I guess for now, we'll see you later in the week. We're gonna go into M10S and play some more Final Fantasy. But that's later this week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks for hanging and chilling. Hoping to be more energetic next time. Night night.